Hello, and welcome to Found in Japan. My name is William. I'm happy to have you here. It's been a while since I've been able to do a live. Today, let's see if I can share this with you. We are in Shiga Prefecture. Shiga Prefecture, if you can see here, is northeast of Kyoto. Lake Biwa is here. Lake Biwa is the largest lake. It is man-made in Japan. I'm just south of there in a bunch of rice fields. I came here for an event and I'm excited to have a little walk around. 30 or 40 minutes, we're gonna check this out. I do have a drink for today. I have my amino supply, one of my favorite drinks because it is hot. If you didn't know, Japan has been having a heat wave of 40-degree days and it's pretty warm. I do live streams here on the channel and I hope that you guys can enjoy some of these. I'm working on some new videos, so let's get walking and let's see. How do I get rid of, oh, there we go. So we may interrupt our program with some rain, it looks like. Oh, Gregos. Oh, ominous. Hello, hello. Konnichiwa. We got some fields of soy. I actually wasn't sure if my gimbal would work because Mrs. Found borrowed it to record a sporting event and didn't know how to open it and forced it open, but then couldn't figure out how to close the gimbal, so she just jammed it in her bag. So we've been having some problems with it, but I'm glad to have you guys here. I'm currently working on some new videos. I think what I'm going to try to do is put out a content wall, which means I'm going to put out 3 videos in one day to see if I can get some watch time, because recently I've not been good about putting content out. Cool part about these fields is that there are lots of birds. I believe there are some taka, like falcons, hawks. Hayabusa is a hawk, I believe. But these birds here that the other birds are scared of are pretty cool. There's one up here just sitting on top of this light post. Yeah, recently I really thought that not going back to America this summer, I'd get a lot of videos done. And yeah, I was wrong. Because of my schedule and wanting to be a good husband and father, I've been very busy. The first week when I was planning to make some videos, I went to 5 hospitals in 4 days. Mainly because we just needed to get some general checkups done, but yeah, that first week just disappeared, and I'm not gonna lie, Dune Awakening has kind of eaten up my soul. So I want to try to stream that over on the gaming channel, but not sure if or when I can do that. Can you guys see what type of bird this is? Silent. Guess he didn't like me standing underneath him. This is what a majority of Japan is actually like. I recently saw a post on X, Twitter, where a person had been placed on the JET program, and that they are now in their city and they are partaking in the JET program, and there's nothing, and they're complaining about how there's nothing, and it's a little kind of dead town and all this and that, and I'm like, that's actually most of Japan. So It's time for the weather report. Here we go. Thank you, Nightbot. The current weather for Osaka City, which is nearby. The conditions are mostly cloudy with a temperature of 93 degrees Fahrenheit or 34 degrees Celsius. The wind is blowing from the southwest at 10 miles per hour or 16 kilometers per hour. The current humidity is 58%. Glad to hear their minor visit. Yeah, it's nothing terrible. We got a little riverbed. As you can see, the rice here is already starting to turn golden. Not like the K-pop song Golden. It's really cool to be out here because the mountains just shoot up. Like that mountain over there just comes up and then goes down. That's it. Not part of a range, just a single mountain. I actually did bring my goshuin to see if we find a shrine or a temple on today's walk. Right now my wife and kids and some other moms have driven off to get some ice cream, so hopefully they'll have one for me when I get back. If you're watching this on the replay or you're new here and you want to learn more about things found in Japan, Nightbot would like to remind you to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Anything helps. But yeah, a nice day for a walk. Also a nice day for a walk because, I won't lie, I've been going to Costco like once, twice a week. And because I'm at home a lot more and not riding the train for 2 hours and going out and stuff, or just standing in a classroom all the time, I put on a couple kilos and I probably could stand to walk some more. We also haven't had kendo in 2 weeks. Because it's been so hot, the weather advisory has had us cancel kendo. So there's a nice little bridge. Whee. You know what this really reminds me of is Bibo, a friend of mine. I've had him on the channel a couple of times. I've stream sniped him. Mainly a Twitch streamer. He walked across Japan. He actually walked all the way from Kyushu up to Hokkaido and then later across what he could. Everyone at the dojo must be going stir crazy. Well, we matched up the practice with Obon. So every year, if you didn't know, Obon is the celebration of the dead. It happens before harvest time, like we got going on right now. And usually most people get 3 or 4 days off and you travel back to your hometown, and it's just hot. So yeah. Over here we have some ohaka, graves. So we actually tried to hold practice at the beginning of August, but the internal temperature of the gymnasium was 39 degrees. So really not preferable. I got some Nice water, keeping the fields. And so, I don't know, I'm curious if an animal did this. Looks like a boar or something, some animal got in there and beat down the rice. I took my children to the public pool and I got horribly sunburned on my feet. So hopefully I won't get too burned today. Whenever you hear about those kominka, the Japanese farmhouses, the akiya, and that they're only like $10,000 or whatever, they're like out here. This is where you would find those houses. I bet come around 6 or 7 o'clock, this whole place becomes a kind of orchestra of frogs and insects. Like normally you can see frogs jump out of the water, but with all these birds. Just beautiful. I just saw a sign that said, please do not wash anything in the water, which would make sense. You do not want to be putting any chemicals into the rice. I just realized that I completely forgot to change the thumbnail before I started doing this video. Really hard for me to stream because oftentimes when I can get on is when everybody on the East Coast and West Coast are sleeping. Pretty interesting to see so like this rice has not begun to seed yet. It's not ready to go. Whereas on this side, the rice is getting ready. The seeds have already come up, the actual rice. But here we have some shorter strains. So they've spaced them out. Pretty cool. Probably should find in here somewhere. Could be like rice fields. Ugh. Yeah, unfortunately 9 p.m. is the best start time for East Coast normies. Yep. 9 p.m. would be 10 a.m. for me, and like today I was driving and then I had my kids with me. I know audio has shown me before that like lots of people active. If I could get on and get 30, 40 people to watch an hour or two, would really help with the stream, but I cannot. I just found out that the app that I'm using, which used to allow me to dual stream to YouTube and Twitch, now I have to pay. So won't be doing that. I just love being able to see the mountains off in the distance. We're just in the flat. So if we go directly this way, there's a giant lake over there. We are not far from it. And the lake is so big and so wide that you can like kite surf and stuff. There's lots of sailing. Let's let this car go by. There's actually, I saw on the map, several larger, bigger temples. And as I was driving down here, there was a sign for a temple and a shrine, but I don't know where they are. Let's take a left. I just love the rice. It's very interesting. The camera, the phone does not like me getting near the rice. Ooh, it is hot. Looks like harvest ready. Yeah, we're getting close. When it becomes completely golden, it'll be ready to go. The danjiri will be happening soon. After that, I think where I live in Osaka, it's like September, first week or second week of September that they harvest. So, I don't know. Because we got green, gold, gold, light yellow, green. I'm still not sure how much each of these rice fields make. I really wanted to ask someone who does farming, like how much rice is produced in each one of these. If you didn't know, right now, Japan has a huge rice inflation problem. With rice being about 2.5 times what it was a year and a half ago. But wow. Just beautiful. Well, it looks like we may just have to make this another re-upload because the connection is not good. We have almost no water down here. My dad was very surprised when he saw that the power lines were really this close, because he'd only ever seen it in like a Godzilla movie, that they would just be down here, but whew, I need to find somewhere to get a drink. There is a breeze right now though that feels fantastic. When I was driving by earlier, I was kind of curious what this building is over here. So I'm gonna turn my hat around because I'm for sure getting sunburned in this nice 20 minutes of outdoor sun exposure. I can actually feel the gimbal freaking out and from time to time tweaking. Here's another spot where the rice has been beat down. I wonder what ran through it. Woo! Hachi! If you're new to Japanese, hot in Japanese is atsui. And you'll often hear Japanese people say, atsui ne, like, atsui desu ne, which means, wow, it's hot, right? But when it gets hot like this and humid like this, people are like, atsu! 今日暑な、暑いね. It does not help that I'm wearing like a black shirt. All right, well, it says 0.4 kilometers to the left, we have the Kinshokuji Temple. And we have a set of ruins about a kilometer that way. So let's exit this section of rice field and then see if we can't find another section of rice field. I do really want to say thank you to everybody that's watching. みんなが見てる人、本当にありがとうございます。I appreciate everybody that's here and leaves a like or a comment, joins the chat. It really does mean a lot. 本当に感謝してます。ありがとうございます。中央町。This must be a fairly big temple to have this much signage. A lot of soy here. Guess that makes sense. Daisa soy. That very nice Mercedes coupe. That's has an auto gate. I believe that building over there is the temple. So we will just have to make our way over there. We might stop at what looks like a park over here first to have a sip of the old amino. Maybe give the phone a chance to cool down. Oh, this is a shrine. I have notoriously bad connection in shrines, so we'll have to see how this does, but let's make a stop. Is this just a water reserve or is this koi? Ooh. All right. Let's get you guys turned around. So 20 minutes of walking. A good place to stop and have some Kieran's Amino Plus. This is a supply, has vitamin C, salts, some acids, lemons, cherries. There's no fruit in here, it says, so it's all flavor, but it tastes delicious. I got this out of a vending machine for 150 yen, so about $1. Very, very refreshing. All right, let's get in here and see what type of shrine we got. If the connection drops too bad, we'll have to let it go. Don't forget to take your hat off and give a bow. Typically at a shrine, you try to not walk in the middle, as that's where the gods would walk. they don't have anywhere to wash our hands right now. I don't see a, is there a sensor? There is a sensor. Right, left. I could imagine that this is going to be some place that they have a summer festival. Oh, I actually don't have any coins on me. Where is there a donation box? And as I figured, the connection is pretty bad. Hold on a second. So this is the timetable when you can help to do stuff. So right now we are in 8:14 through 8:30. It looks like the beginning of September. Hot water patrol. I wonder if it's because I'm below these power lines that I guess let's see if that temple is open. Ooh. This is pretty nice. There's a little field over here that it looks like people probably play gate ball or handball, or maybe some kids could, oh, there's a basketball goal. Little community park. Ooh. Let's go up here and take a right and see just how many people we can drop here. Still 100 megabits. This is just cruddy. We got different types of potatoes that are doing great. These are also potatoes and peas. This is a really nice embankment they got here. Let me ask you guys, would you want to live out here in the middle of these fields? This is still pretty like in the city. I mean, like there's lots of cars you can see going over here. Wow. I believe a vehicle's coming behind me. We will let them pass. Yeah, this is the type of place you think like, oh, I think as an older person, I'd like to slow down, relax, chill, be outside the city. Like where I live, even in Osaka Prefecture, we're still like in the city. Even though lots of people consider it like the inaka or countryside. So yeah, this is the it's like a larger temple. And this side is closed. We'll make a lap around if it's possible. Here's some nice modern, recently built houses. What you'll often find in Japan is that it would be like, this might be the grandparents' house and this was all land that they had and they tore the field up and they've put in houses for their children and they all live on one plot. So when you say like go to your grandparents' house, it's like just go next door. And we've come to more rice fields. Really beautiful temple though, with all the ohaka. These are grave markers. Each one presumably has at least one person's remains in it. So they've turned this rice field into a makeshift parking lot. Ooh, my face is sunburned. So yeah, you can get in there and clean their grave and leave them an offering, especially during Obon. Very common to take some water. You burn incense, as incense is their spiritual food. It smells very good. I love the smell of senko. Griggles, I don't know if you're the only one here. I see that there are 3 people watching, but I don't know if anybody else is, and I really do appreciate it. I wonder if I saved this VOD and then I played it on full screen, could I play it on Twitch as a different video? This says it's a volunteer center. Ooh, we may have to have another amino break. I always think it's cool, like, to get in here and see these are different people's houses. So, I don't know, does anybody actually live here? Like, here for sure, but ooh, hot, 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 hot. If I come across another house that looks like, oh, these are the remains of fireworks. So someone has come back and done a hanabi taikai, a little summer fireworks with their friends and family. Probably some watermelon. Oh, good times. We already did that with my son and his friends 3 days ago. I got 22 mosquito bites. Not a lot of fun, that. So this right here is a house that it looks like at one point they had more people parking here than there are now. So they've actually installed jacks and you can park underneath it. I'm gonna see if there's an entrance to that temple on this side. They are closed. It looks like that's a shame. Is this side open? Yeah. Okay, so this is how you'd get in for parking. Really cool temple. This is a place to get tea. Wow. Really cool. I guess this is where you'd wash your hands. They have a place to do so. Their bell. None of their signage is in English, but everything's open. I feel really bad for not trying to get any money out at the other place, but let's check and see if I have any coins in my bag. You guys just enjoy the view here. Oh, I found my coin bag. I thought it was in the car. Remember that when you make a donation at a temple, there's no clapping. So really cool. They've recently modernized this section. Like a ceremony hall. Their office. I wonder if they doこんにちは。御朱印やります。
300円。
はい。よかった。さっきお金見つけた。じゃあ
お名前
はい
書いてくださいですか。
はい。はい、すみません。はい、ありがとうございます。はい、ありがとうございました。ありがとうございます。そうです。多分1キロか2キロぐらいスポーツセンターから歩きました。そう、ちょっと外国のためにシガの田んぼはどんな感じとちょっとビデオを撮ってそうちょっと暑いです。
どこから来られたんですか。
アメリカです。
こんな暑くないですか。
僕の時期はもう同じぐらいです。とこの蒸し暑は一緒ですね。僕は構わないです。
日本語お上手ですね。
いやもうちょっと20年日本に住んでいます。 ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
はい。Wow. So Goshi, this is the one I got here. She was saying that my Japanese was very good, and then when I explained that it's been about 20 years, but yeah, really cool. It will not fit in this envelope that they gave me, so when we get out here, I will go this way, and you guys can check out the entrance. Do not fall. I have different goshuin from all the temples and shrines and stuff that I've been to, and at some point I should review them, but we'll put this in there. Put it back in the bag. Do I get jozud? Often, very often. More amino supply. So this is, I guess, the house where the people work in there. Oh. Whoa. It does look amazing. I really like that. Oh. The gimbal's starting to teeter. Let me see if I can't get you guys turned back around here. So when my gimbal starts to get a little hot or off balance, it has little micro fits. So I'll have to remember to add those temples and shrines to the tags for the video. And I probably should hurry because I think the next round of the event I'm going to will be starting in about 30 minutes. So we will walk with speed. Again, for anybody that's tuning in, I see we got more people. I really do appreciate you guys being here. Anybody who leaves a like, a comment, subscribes if you're not subscribed yet. I really do appreciate it. Everything helps the channel. I'm really sorry the connection is so bad. I used Rakuten. Rakuten is originally like a shopping center online, but they have expanded into providing cell service, and they are very cheap and also fantastic service in the city. But when you get out here into the countryside, not so good. But let's let you guys get a little more tumble action. I'd love to get these streams up to where I could have 50, 60, 100 people, because it'd be really easy to get the watch time for monetization. And we started our walk way over there. Oh, it's actually gone down. It's only 34 degrees right now. If anybody does know of a Facebook group, Reddit thread, Blue Sky, or anywhere that they think these videos would be interesting, please feel free to share them. I've tried, it doesn't really work. But like I said, I'm gonna try to have a couple videos up in the next couple of days. One of them is one of my favorite restaurants that I eat at, Shokudo. Another one is from when we went on a family trip, and I got some driving and some pictures. And I've got lots of videos on the old hard drive of content shame. Not that type of content, if that's what you're thinking, but just general video content. So once I get that stuff into some videos and uploaded, I'm hoping that more and more people can join us or found in Japan. I have lots of friends here, foreigners and Japanese. It's just a fact of timing. When can I meet people to video with or collab? I've wanted to do a collab with Lido for like a year now, where he teaches me how to play crane games. And I just haven't had the time to meet him. This is Nogawashi Gakko. Okay, so this is where they make the kyushoku, the lunch. This is like the centralized building for where they make their food for shogako, elementary, primary schools, and middle schools probably. And then they deliver it from here. So it used to be that they made lunch at, oh, it looks like a bunch of bread's being thrown away. They used to make it at each school individually, but lots of schools are getting to be really small, and if they, yeah, like a central kitchen. So if they make the food here, there's a lot less food waste. Also for employees, like 10 kitchen staff can make 300 meals, but that same kitchen staff can make 500 or 600 meals. So things that don't expressly need to be made at the school ready then, they can make it there and take it to the school. So this is the Dojigawa. I kind of want to walk along the river. Oh, it looks like somebody is doing exactly what I wanted to do. So it's interesting that it has like marsh smell, because I guess this water hasn't been flowing very much. I think if this water flows a lot, this riverbed would be beat down, but there's like lots of trees and stuff growing in the river. Suru crane. Maybe it's a herring. I don't know the difference in the bird types personally. That cloud right now is a very pleasant reprieve. I have a question for you guys. Who likes the sound of gravel under their feet? So I grew up on a gravel road. I grew up barefoot on some gravel, but walking up and down the road or going hiking and stuff, I'm used to it. But my wife, she really doesn't like the sound. She doesn't mind it, but she doesn't like enjoy it. But I really enjoy this little sound of gravel. Wow, this is going for way longer than I had anticipated. I do appreciate you guys sticking with me. This has been a very nice walkabout. I am maybe gonna have to take a minute and arrange myself when I get back to this facility, because I believe I have sweat through my shorts and it may look a little inappropriate, but with how hot it is right now, it probably will not take long to dry. I love it when you get that walking sweat. Oh, my wife was raised in a major city. She's raised in Sakai City, where we live now. And where we live, she calls the Inaka. And then when she lived in America and I took her to my parents' house, which is in the city, but like you have to walk down a gravel road to get to a main road. And then I took her to my family's farm, which is out in the east part of North Carolina, where the only people on the road are the farm. And then when that wasn't enough, I took her to visit my other grandparents on the western end of North Carolina, almost in Tennessee and Georgia, where it gets dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon because you're in the middle of a valley. And the only people on the road are you. It gets very, very dark. So, we stayed at my great-grandfather's home, where my grandfather grew up. And it was so dark because there's no light that it actually freaked her out, and she had to sleep with the bathroom light on in the guest room because it was just too dark for the city girl. All right, so I don't really feel like walking in between anybody else's houses and ruining the signal anymore. We're gonna just stay like this. That must have made radio and TV reception tough. Yeah, so when I was growing up, I didn't have TV. We had a like 3-channel hold the antenna TV. It wasn't until high school that we got satellite. We didn't have internet really until I was in high school. And then I really hope this little path continues because it's gonna suck if it doesn't. My great-grandfather's house in the woods had one of those old-timey giant satellites, but the TV, we never watched it. So there was a lot of the go outside and play and come home when it gets dark, or when the dinner chime rings, come back kind of deal. So I like you, you like me, you like what you like, and you like what you're watching. So make sure to hit that like button. Thank you, Nightbot. We are almost back to where we started. Kind of sad that I never got the extra videos from the Tokyo Game Show last year put on the channel yet, and it's only a month away until the actual Tokyo Game Show for this year. I'd love to go, but I think it cost me almost Jumayen, about $1,000 US to go, because just the tickets and hotel and food and all that kind of stuff. So was quite expensive. I really need to get monetized so that I can have the channel pay for itself, or pay for things. I was talking to Akasan, and he was saying that he would say to go to Tokyo Game Show on the business day, which is that Friday. And last year I couldn't do that, and it was so crowded. It took about 2 hours to get inside. Cell service didn't work. It was really bad. Oh yeah, it's in Shiba, yeah. So if you take the like $15 it takes for me to get to Shinosaka, and then it's $160 to ride the bullet train, and then I gotta find a place to stay, and I could stay with friends, but last year I stayed in a capsule hotel in Shibuya, and or Shinjuku. That was actually really cool. I videotaped the whole thing, my experience as staying in the capsule hotel. Never put the video together. Did a live stream that night. Then the next day I went to the event and I tried to live stream, and it just did not work. If I'd bought my ticket, I think it would have been like 6,000 yen, another 40-50 bucks, food and stuff. I went back to my hotel, got my bags, and came back. That was another Ichiban 6,000 yen. Buying gifts for my wife and stuff to say thank you for letting me go. It was an expensive trip. People who live in and around Tokyo really do have an advantage. But hey, well, that turned out to be 30 minutes into an hour and 10 minutes. And we've had a highlight of, I believe, 9 concurrent viewers. I'm really sorry that the signal was in and out as much as it was, but let me turn this around. This has been Shiga in the fields out here just south of Lake Biwa. I really do appreciate you guys being here, Greggles especially. I was thinking I was gonna re-upload this, but you know what? I don't think I will. We've had a lot of people here. If you enjoyed this content, like I said, and you wanna see more content like this, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a memo note for someone else on any type of service that you'd like, and help the channel grow. If you enjoyed this content and you wanna see more like this, make sure to watch this video right here and help the channel grow. And until next time, mata ne. Peace.